We're gonna set it off like this. Hands down, no capping. I saved one of the dudes from Soul For Real's life. What's goody, what's goody, what's goody? You know this is your boy AndyAppleseed. AndyAppleseed TV is the name of the channel. Make sure you like, share, hit your boy with a comment. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button one time. We got the dopest content in these YouTube streets. Thumbs me up, let's go. Alright, we're gonna set it off with the cheers. Let's just get it in. Welcome to my story time, y'all. Alright, let's just set it off like this. If you ever heard the song Candy Rain, the dude Soul For Real, your boy AndyAppleseed saved one of the band members' life. That's my word. I'm not lying to you. Hands down, no capping. I saved one of the band members' life. This is a crazy story. Thumbs me up. Let's get it in. No capping. At this point in my life, you know, I'm actually from Queens, New York, and I was working in Long Island, right? So I'm working in Long Island, and I was the manager at a club. So as a manager, you got to do the manager duties. You know, you lock down the club. I used to shut it down like 2:30 in the morning, and you know, I'd be home by like 3:15, dip right on the parkway, right? But this night, I basically had something set up. I'm not gonna lie. I was closing down the club. We did the register. We had everything. All the people were out. I was ready to go, but I had a little date set up, right? After work, I used to dip out in Long Island. I had this little shorty I used to hang out with. Very cool. Shout out to you. No names, no names. But basically, I was supposed to go to her house right after work. I wasn't feeling it. I decided to actually just dip out and do my own thing. I was going to slide back to Queens, just chill out, right? So, hop in the car, lock down the club. It's about like 2:15. You know, I watched everybody leave out. Security left out. I was the last person to leave that night. Dipped out, right? So now, this is where the story starts to get crazy. Instead of me going to check shorty, I hit her up like, yo, you know, I'm gonna dip out. You know, she was tight. She was like, you're not coming through. I'm like, nah, I'm not feeling it. So at this point, I used to smoke, y'all. You know, I'm not, no capping. I gotta tell y'all the truth. It's story time, right? So instead of me going to go hang out with shorty, I decided to go stop real quick, one town over, go get a roll up, you know, light it up real quick, and I was gonna head home. I was tired. But I decided to say, you know what? I'm going to still stop by your house. Give me like 20 minutes. She's like, fine, no problem. Make sure you come through. So I'm chilling. I'm in the car, rolling up, start smoke real quick. Now I'm driving down, right? Now I'm paint the picture. I'm in Long Island in a nice neighborhood. You know, in Long Island, it's a very nice neighborhood. It's crazy. I'm actually like in the West Babylon section. Now, I'm sliding through Wyandanch, which is the hood, because I had to get the roll-ups. You got to get the roll-ups in the hood. So I slid through Wyandanch at this one gas station I always go to. Now I'm actually in the car, headed down this place called Straight Path. Driving, I get to Straight Path, I'm just driving. Now Straight Path is actually in the middle of the hood. It's in between the LIE and the Southern State. These are two parkways I use to get back to Queens. The LIE is like a major parkway. All the trucks are on it at night. It's crazy. A lot of cops. Southern State's a little bit light. A lot of turns, but smooth, right? So I'm headed to the Southern State. So basically, I'm just driving down, you know, doing my 1-2 thing. While I'm driving, I realize there's a cop sitting on the side. Now, cops actually just sit on the side, and they always wait for cars to pass by speeding. So I'm cruising at a good speed. I'm not worried. You know, keep my eye out, though. So I'm just driving straight past the cop. Now, I get like a couple blocks down. I say about 6-7 blocks down. These are Long Island blocks. It's a little distance. So I get to the light now, and the light is actually a train. You know, the train passes by, it's the train tracks. The train's not coming, but you know, it's a long light. So I'm sitting at the light. They got the little 2 flashing lights. So I'm saying, okay, maybe a train is coming. I'm just sitting here waiting, you know, cooling. All of a sudden, I'm like, yo, what is that? I look over, I'm like, yo, a car flew past me. Now I'm sitting straight. The train track is in front of me. The car flies from like the side. Just flies. I'm like, yo, what is that? I look over, I'm like, oh, I could just see the back of a car poking out. It looks like a house. Now, I realized later on that it was a church. But for now, I'm just like, oh, snap, this, yo. So I dip, and I go to look real quick. So now I peeled up. I looked over by the side, and I see like the car's just like poking out. It looks crazy. And I realized, okay, this is a Mercedes Benz. I never forget it. It was a white 600 Benz, one of the big, the big Mercedes, not the Maybach, but the big joint. So I look over, I'm like, oh snap! So I didn't jump out, so I just pulled over real quick, rolled down my window, because at the time I had a little SUV, you know what I mean? I had a little nice little Mercedes SUV, 20-inch rim, had the tint on it. Hey man, I was working, was grinding, right? So I ain't really just jumping out on nobody like that. So I just looked over, I'm like, oh, that's crazy, it's an accident. So in between that, now I'm looking, I'm starting to, my mind's starting to like race a little bit. I'm like, oh man, that's crazy. Maybe, like somebody might be dead in there or something. That's just nuts. Peeled off, y'all. Now, I know. I'm fine for it. I peeled off. I was just nervous. It was late in the morning. All of a sudden, a car flying in front of me, hit. I don't even know what's going on. You know what I mean? I don't know if he's running from people come chase him, whatever, from Queens. So I dip off. Jump on this phone. Oh, hit Shorty. I'm like, yo, you're not gonna believe it, yo. She's like, what happened? I'm like, yo, I almost got killed. A car almost hit my car. It's crazy. I'm out, yo. She's like, yo, what happened? I'm like, yo, this guy, somebody, I don't know what happened, just hit into like a car, a church in front of me. So she's like, all right, settle down, come to the house. Don't drive like that. You a little bit too hyped. Come to the house. I'm like, all right, whatever, man. How Shorty is, so I just come to the house, right? So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go over there real quick. So now I dip off. Light back up, I'm like, oh, this is crazy. Like, then I stopped and think to myself. Alright, so now I just say to myself, you know what, I can't just leave like that. That's just crazy. I'm not the type of person to leave somebody for dead. Like, I gotta at least see, you know what I mean? Like, I gotta do something. So I dip back around the block now. I go to look. I'm like, Dad, I wanna get out. Nobody else is there. Hop out the car. I look in. I'm like, Dad, I could just see it was like a guy. He was wearing all white. One thing I noticed, that he was just really clean. There was a lot of blood, but he was wearing all white, and he had on diamonds. He just had on a lot of diamonds. So I'm like, oh, this is crazy. I just dipped off. Like, oh man, he's dead. So now I'm dipping off. I'm like, I'm going back to Queens. So while I dip back and I'm headed back now the other way, I passed that same cop, man, and I said to myself, there you go. I can't just leave him like that. Like, whoever it is, it could be a woman, kids, or whatever. I don't know who was in the back seat. All I could see was somebody wearing white, like an angel. It was just bugging me, man. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna have to make this decision. I pulled to the car. Now, I wasn't really thinking when I did it. I busted a U-turn, went straight to the cop. The cop was sitting on the side, so I guess he was a little bit startled. So he's like, as soon as I pulled to the side of him, remember this is now baby 2:40, maybe in the morning, 2:30 in the morning. He cuts on that big light, that bright light. So I'm like, oh, so he's like, put your hands up on the steering wheel. So I'm like, oh, no, so somebody just got into an accident. I'm trying to explain, out the window, because I had tints, but I had it rolled down a little bit. So I'm like, he's like, roll down the window. I roll down the window. He's like, what's going on? So I'm like, oh, somebody just got into a car accident. So he's like, step out the vehicle. I'm like, oh man, step out the vehicle. I'm like, yo, please, sir, somebody's dying over there. I looked, he's like, what? Tell me what happened, settle down. So I'm like, yo, I don't know. I was sitting there by the light, a car flew in front of me and hit into a church. So he goes, have you been drinking or smoking tonight? So I'm like, no, not at all. So he's like, okay, all right. What'd you say this happened at? I said, right up the block. You could follow me. I'll take you right there. The guy's dying. He might be dead. Cop goes, all right, fine. I'll follow you. So now, when I go to hop back in my car, the cop goes, wait. So now I see the cop looking at me kind of crazy a little bit, giving me a stare. So he's like, all right, try to just figure out what's going on. So he's like, take me to where it happened at. I'm like, it's right here. I go to hop in the car, and I see the cop dips down. He picks something up, and he looks at me. He's like, wait, give me 1 second. Hops in the car, puts on the siren. He's like, go ahead. Follows me. So now he's right on my bumper. I'm nervous driving. Oh, this is crazy. Got the lights on. We cut to the red light. He's go, boop, 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 boop. Cut through the light. All right, let's go. Dip. So now we get a little bit 2 blocks from where it actually happened at. And I guess the cop noticed oh, something's going on, because he see a little bit of smoke. He dips from behind me, almost hit my bumper, cuts me off, hits the spot, jumps out, doors open. I pull behind him. I'm like, oh, so now I see the cop, he's trying to nudge the door open a little bit, and he's trying to pull the guy out. So when he's pulling him, pulling him. I go to help a little bit. So when I go to help, I guess he realized I'm still there. So he's like, oh, back up, back up. So when he did that, the guy kind of moved a little bit, So the cop's like, oh, he's alive. So he's touching him now. At the same time he's radioing, talking back and forth. I guess now he's calling for ambulance, and whatever. So I'm like peeking, I'm looking, I'm like, oh, he's alive. So when I look and I dip over, I could just hear other cars from behind me coming with the sirens just coming, and I'm looking over at the same time, and I go, oh. So when I go, oh, the cop looks like, what? So when he looks, he's like, what's going on? So I'm like, oh, and my brain is trying to register, like, I know him. He looks so familiar. Like, who's this? I know him. So in my head, it's just not registering yet. And then it hit me. I'm like, oh. And my brain just said, that's the dude from So For Real. He had his eyebrows done, diamonds on, white Benz. I'm like, it start clicking. I'm like, oh, I know exactly what this is. I was just watching him on TV. Like, I know this. But I didn't say anything yet. I was just like, oh. So now the cop and the other cops behind me just looked over like, what's going on? So now I guess they come onto the scene, and what they see Benz in the church, a Benz on the side, which is mine, just parked up with big rims on it. One cop, he's radioing in for help. And I'm like, oh, so they're like, what's going on? You know him? That's your friend? Where was y'all coming from? What's going on? Like, I'm like, nah, I don't know him, but I know who he is. He's a singer. He's an R&B singer from a group, So For Real. They're like, what? I'm like, yeah, I don't know what he's doing out here. I was standing at the light. So the cops like, all right, stand by the back of the bumper now. So I'm like, oh. So now they get him out the car, ambulance comes, sitting there. I'm like, oh man, wow, hopefully he makes it. I'm just sitting there like, wow, that's crazy. I could have just left. He would have died. Like, this man was out stone cold. Like, he was gone. For real. Like, they had to like resuscitate him. He did not move. They was pumping him, man. I watched them actually pump him all the way into the ambulance. Crazy. Now, at the same time, y'all, back to the story. Like, I'm trying to get out of there. Like, now it's like 3-something. It's crazy. They're taking statements. Now the cop comes back up to me, and he's like, look, I'm gonna have to take your name, and I need you to come down and let me know what's really going on here. Obviously something is not up. It's not right. This is your friend. We know you know him. I do not know this guy. Like, I'm telling you the truth. I was coming from my job. Like, where do you work at? I explained, like, right up here. Gave him, I had actually my job ID. I'm like, I'm the manager there. Like, yo, I'm gonna lose my job over this nonsense. This is crazy. It had nothing to do with this, So he's like, all right, fine. I still have to take your thing. You have to come down to the precinct. I'm like, all right, fine. So now I'm about to walk back to the car, and the cop goes, sir, is this yours? You know what he pulled out, right? Yo, what the hell? He was like, is this yours? And I looked at him, I said, nah. Hang on. He said, look, man, I don't know what you was going through tonight. Hopefully tomorrow when you come down, we speak about it. But, I do believe you, man. This guy was close to death. This was very crazy. I'm going to verify with your job that you was there, coming from there, whatever. And if this, if this thing doesn't add up, we're going to need some answers. But, I want you to make sure you get home safe. I'm like, oh my goodness. I said, you know what? Wait. Let me just say something before I go. I said, I want to thank you. A lot of people don't really get that. So please, if you had, like, I would have lost my job. Like, I just wanted to say, help this person. I could have just went. I had the opportunity to leave. I was supposed to go see a shorty. Like, it was not supposed to be like me hanging out for an hour trying to save this man's life. Like, I definitely have nothing to do with whatever he, was going down tonight. Please, thank you very much for just giving me a chance. And actually, there's a cop that works at my job. He's a real good friend of mine. His brother is, one of the major cops in Suffolk. They both retired, and he works security at my job. You could verify with him. I'm like, dude, so he said, all right, cool. What's the name of the job? I told him the name of my job. He said, oh, I know that spot. Oh, that's the spot. I said, yeah, that's the spot. So he's like, yeah, I know you're talking about something. Yeah, I said the guy's name, He said, oh, that's my friend. I actually worked with him for a couple of years. He said, that's your friend? You know him? I'm like, I know him. And I know his brother, Butch. I could shout Butch out. Shout out to Butch. Everybody knows in Long Island, Butch was one of the meanest cops. They call him OJ, y'all. We get into some other story time on that. But, yeah, so he's like, oh, okay, cool. So, next thing, I had to come back into work. Basically, I get back into work. The whole job's like, did you save the dude from So For Real's life? And now, my job had a mix, mixed culture. It was black people, white people. The white people like So For Real. They don't know what So For Real is. They're like, oh, Andy saved somebody's life. everybody else was like, nah, that's crazy, yo. He actually lived in Long Island. Like, they know the whole story about it. I'm like, I don't really know. I just know my love. You know, we all know the tune. Like, you know, I was kind of like a baby when that came out. But everybody knows Soul For Real. So this is my first story time. AndyAppleseed, no capping. Love y'all for watching. Thumbs me up, share this out. Hit up Soul For Real. Let them know, like, oh, this dude. He said he saved your life. Like, thank him or something. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I don't know why they didn't tell the story. I actually seen them a couple of weeks ago. They was on the Breakfast Club. Shout out to the Breakfast Club. They was up there just, you know, talking. One of them had got into trouble, basically, with the feds and all that stuff. You know what I mean? I'm not saying no names, but yeah, one of them got in trouble, right? Hey, man, I definitely saved one of those guys' lives. You be the guest, you know, you pick. Which one do you think was from Soul For Real that I saved his life? Hit them up, let them know, like, oh, what's up? Is this true? Is this dude capping? Or is it, what's up? You know, sound kind of real, right? But yo, man, it's all facts. My story times is never gonna be fake.
Because of loving you, then it comes in. Nice. Tell him, bro. Tell him, oh, it's too bad. I got no tears, man. Come on. If you want it, come on. You can have it. Come and get it. And I'll be waiting for you.
But thanks again for watching. Listening to my story time means a lot to me. Shout out to everybody that rocks out and watch my videos. You know, I go hard on my editing, man. It's a lot. I don't really get the millions of views. Right now, my page views are actually reaching that 500K because I work hard. I drop daily joints. Everybody likes my videos. Thumbs me up. Share me out. AndyAppleseed, dope YouTuber from Queens, New York. What else, man? I got more story times coming. I've been doing camera work in NYC for a long time behind the scenes. Yo, fly on the wall. I seen it all, man. I'm telling you. My story times, it's going to be lit. I got a lot to talk about. You know, I've been here, been there. Still getting it. You know what I mean? AndyAppleseed. Thumbs me up. Y'all, love y'all for watching. It's my first story time. Let me know how I did, man. I was kind of nervous to even record a story time. I don't want to talk about myself. It's just crazy to talk about yourself. Even taking a selfie is kind of crazy, but I'm here, right? YouTube, what up? Thank y'all for thumbsing me up. Check out my new drip. This is my story time drip, y'all. In case y'all new to the page, I'm going to give y'all a little sum up on how I give it up, right? I change my outfit, my drip, every 500 new subs. So every time I crack a 500 new sub mark, bang, new outfit. That's my drip. That's how I do it. It's for YouTube, and that's how I give it up. You know what I mean? On my page, I got the dopest entertainment stories, all of the latest and greatest celebrity hip-hop rumors. I got a segment called Rumors. That's original. That drops once a week. You know what I mean? Killing it with all the celebrity rumors. The only person in NYC to give it up with the rumors is Angela Yee. Shout out to Angela Yee. We love you. You got the dopest rumors. But your boy AndyAppleseed got rumors, right? Now I also got the apple of the day where I drop out an apple. It's like an award. Basically, I've been giving out the rotten apple if you do something crazy, or if you do something dope, legendary, you get the golden apple. Here's what it is, you know. My page is kind of different. I'm a different type of YouTuber, you know what I mean? I've been just doing camera work for years, so I had to implement that into my page, and that's why my page is an entertainment page. So come to my page, get entertained, catch me on my lives, hang out with your boy. I just bought a beach cruiser. We about to take that through Times Square in the field. You know how we give it up, man. It's your boy. Thumbs me up. It's my first story time, y'all. Cheers. And shout out to everybody like, yo, you don't take off your glasses. I'm here. Like I got eyes, like I'm not cross-eyed, like I'm here. What's up? Just got a nice pair of shades. I keep a pair of shunnies, you know? But thank y'all. Thumbs me up. Love y'all. It's your boy AndyAppleseed. Queens, we did it. We on the tube. Crazy, right? New York. You know how we give it up. Love y'all.